No contact works because it removes can't get right from your life. Think about it. You are doing the things that you need to do to maintain a relationship. The problem is you're doing it for can't get right. And I understand this. If you are in love, or if you really, really want to be with somebody, or you really want something to work, it hurts when you finally come to the decision of, I just can't take the BS no more. Because you putting in work. You treating this person good. You there for them whenever they need you. If something come up and they have a situation, you Johnny on the spot. But the minute you decide that, hey, enough is enough. The minute you wake up and realize that you are getting next to nothing in return. I mean, think about it. You really got your life together, but you dating somebody that you just can't count on. I mean, you can't count on them. They supposed to be at your house. It's 9 o'clock. Y'all made a date. You all had plans. You cooked a nice meal for them. You got drinks set up. It's Friday. You got off work. You, in your mind, you had a great evening lined up. But your dating can't get right. They ain't even got enough sense to call you and tell you something came up. No, they just don't show up. Let's say you buy some tickets to a show. You've been wanting to go, let's say, the Beyonce concert. You got 2 tickets. These tickets were expensive. But you dating can't get right. You all dressed up. You ready to go to the show. They don't even show up. Now, you go to concert. It's a great show. But it's not the same because you in there by yourself and can't get right. Who ain't going to ever get right because they cannot get right. But here's where no contact helps. Once you decide that you have had enough, it truly puts an end to the foolery. Meaning that you do not have to worry about them what? Standing you up. You ain't got to worry about them what? Showing up late. You ain't got to worry about them sneaking around and cheating on you because you know deep down inside you done everything. And you've been dating can't get right. The bottom line is this. What no contact does is it frees you up. It gives you an opportunity to stop putting up with and stop tolerating the nonsense. But here's where it gets good. You have been dependable for can't get right. And when you cut them off, and yes, it's going to hurt. You are going to miss that person. But when you really cut them off, give it a little bit of time. And what slowly happens is this. They start to miss you. And they miss you because you were good for them. They're not good for you. You don't cut nobody off if they doing the right things. No. You don't cut somebody off because y'all having a good time together. No. You cut people off because they are neglectful. They are disrespectful. But like I said, Give it a little bit of time. And it might take a little longer than you want it to. It might be a month, 2, 3. And sometimes it might be a year. But by that time, you have got used to them not being in your life. You have gotten used to not hearing the lies. You have gotten used to not tolerating the disrespect. And think about it. You deserve better than that. Why would you want to spend your time chasing after somebody that's clearly showing you they're not there? Think about it. There's nothing in it for you. You're steadily chasing, you're doing the right things. Let's say they have an emergency. Let's say their car breaks down. You there to fix it. Let's say they come up short on some money. You are there with the money. Let's say anything go wrong in their life. You are there listening to their issues, solving their problems. But let's say if something go wrong in your life, you can't count on them. And the worst thing to do is be in a relationship with somebody that is just disrespectful, that you can't count on. Get an example. Let's just say they show up. Y'all go out, but can't get right. Just got a funky attitude. Can't get right talking crazy to you in front of your friends. And you making up all kind of excuses about why they don't know how to act. That's the beauty of no contact. The excuses are over. The letdowns are over. And I promise you, if you dating somebody and it seems like they got a whole lot of issues, as time go by, they might even think that they'd have met somebody better than you. But I guarantee you this, can't get right, gonna screw it up there. But unlike you, the rest of the world, they not tolerating can't get right. They gonna kick can't get right to the curb. They are. The longer you separate yourself from can't get right, the more they're going to miss you. And when they call you, and they will call you, just don't be there for them. Don't do it. And when they call you with a big request, that's when they're going to miss you. Because that's when they realize they had something good. They truly will remember they had something good. And think about it. If you're in a relationship with anybody, you want to have some leverage. Relationships don't work without respect. They just don't work without respect. I'm going to give an example. Let's say you dating can't get right. They hanging out, they run the streets, they hanging out. And you ask them, hey, what's going on? And they tell you something like, they're going to do better. And yes, they'll do better just as long as it suits them. But if you really, really, really give it some thought, and you think about how many times that individual lets you down, and then you start to think about how good it is to know that at least when you do no contact, there are no more lies. There are no more letdowns. There are no more embarrassing situations. All of that is gone. Time go by, time go by, time go by. And now they making all kind of promises to you. Now they telling you all kind of wonderful things. But remember this, they done this before. They done promised to do the right thing a bunch of times. But it seemed like even after they promise to do the right thing. It don't last long. They show up for 1 or 2 good days. Then they disappear again. But hint, hint, I'm here to help you. You do no contact. They come back in your life. You're going to have to show them through your actions that you are not willing to deal with the BS no more. You're not willing to deal with them cheating no more. You're not willing to deal with them standing you up. You're not willing to deal with them disrespecting you. The bottom line is this. If you got somebody in your life that can't get right, no contact works for you. And it works for you for one reason. They see you're not willing to deal with the nonsense. They see you're not going to tolerate the disrespect. And without respect, you ain't got nothing. Bottom line is this. You do no contact long enough. If that person ever loved you, ever appreciated you, they are going to miss you. And that's the beginning of something good for you. Because you at least want the person to want you, to want to be with you, to want to act right. And if you cut them off long enough, and if you really cut them off long enough, if they come back, they might just come back knowing that if they do something wrong, you're going to kick them to the curb. And at least that's the beginning. They have to know that they have to treat you with respect. That's it. Because you do not need anybody in your life that don't respect you. And that's the bottom line. No contact works because that person knows that if they don't get right, you are not going to tolerate their foolishness. And you deserve somebody that's going to treat you right. Especially if you got your life together. Don't waste your time with no nonsense. Bottom line is, if you decide to take that person back, and they come back in your life, and they come back with the foolishness, cut them off, and cut them off for good. Hey, look here, y'all. My name is Daryl. Check out my book, Payback. That's Daryl Moore. Check out my book, Payback. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Peace, love, happiness. I'm out.